Well, it is Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means.
You know what that
Another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, Friday Night Fights. And it is myself, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joined by the mixologist, right there, Mr. Chemical Julian, and the dude in the chair, that Twitch superstar,
Twitch.
Shane Husky. The boys, tonight was lit. Rampage was off the chain.
Yes, it was.
And apparently Smackdown was
Say it.
mid.
What?
He said it was mid.
We had 6 matches.
6 matches.
I don't know what to do with myself when it comes to that.
Like
It must be WrestleMania season.
It's got to be the road to WrestleMania, but we're also talking about the road to Revolution.
It's our revolution.
Are we doing spoilers?
I mean, you know.
You want to spoil it from the Titans show, Julian? What happens next?
I think I was told the other night that I had spoiled enough of the Titans.
I'm just saying, people that are watching this show right now are watching the Titans, and you be spoiling shit.
You know what's even more crazy? That Professor Snape killed Dumbledore.
Okay, and
spoiler.
Let's talk about SmackDown. Let's get into SmackDown first before we get into the best show.
Oh my!
Oh my!
So go ahead, Julian. Like lay it on us, man.
Man, so SmackDown kicks off with a barn burner of an Intercontinental Championship match. This means that in 2 weeks, the Intercontinental Championship has been defended twice.
2
more than it has been the last 8 months.
Yeah,
before this, the Intercontinental Championship had not been defended since when, Shane?
Last week.
No, the week before last week. When was the last defended?
You know what?
Shane,
yeah, you probably don't remember. Nobody does.
Shane literally has one job. His job is
that's
one
how long
job.
it was.
And it's the Intercontinental Champion, man.
And so this week, our reigning defending champion, conspiracy man himself, Sami Zayn, defended against Ricochet.
One and only.
Who no longer has a storyline since Cesaro was gone, and now the whole thing with Rich Holland and Sheamus is a bust.
Well,
so
you want to know something?
Now off on his own.
Before you go any further, there was a report that the WWE stated that Ricochet is the number 2 babyface on SmackDown.
The number 1 babyface is Drew McIntyre?
Yep.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right? So as the number 2 babyface, he's getting a push.
Which is great.
But we've seen Ricochet get a push before, and we saw what happened.
Well, apparently that push is working for his ass tonight.
Huh?
It sure did, because in what is a very good match that is worth watching, even though there's shenanigans at the end,
there's always shenanigans.
Ricochet is your new Intercontinental Champion.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what he just said was Ricochet, the man who lost so many matches over the course of the last 2 years, the man who re-signed with the WWE, and people are like, you're out of your damn mind, has just become the WWE Intercontinental Champion.
According to WWE, Ricochet has been winning and winning and winning and winning and winning.
On televised matches.
Yes, on televised matches.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to any of the many wrestling websites that actually faithfully record people's matches and keeps true stats, you'll notice that people lose a lot on the road or during TV tapings and like live events. And when WWE says someone's undefeated or something, they're only counting live, or they're only counting televised matches.
Televised matches.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As Happy Corbin.
So anyway,
discuss that.
Yeah. So So anyway, Sami Zayn kind of owes his loss somewhat to Johnny Knoxville, and he's really pissed off about Johnny Knoxville interfering in his match. And
we're
going to have Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville at WrestleMania.
I don't want it.
So can we just talk about this for 1 second before we go any further? Okay.
Sure.
I'm happy. Here I am doing this McMahon hitting the damn mic. I'm happy that he is no longer the Intercontinental Champion. Because he's going to lose at WrestleMania to fucking Johnny Knoxville. If he would have lost the Intercontinental Championship to Johnny Knoxville, I'd be done. I'd be done.
I hear you.
Shout out to Jason Thompson.
Exactly. Well, there's some people out there.
I don't want to see that. WrestleMania is already going to be a clusterfuck of celebrity matches.
Besides 2 matches, that will be good.
Is clusterfuck synonymous with stupendous?
Stupendous.
Stupendous.
Wait. So what are the celebrity matches are we having?
We have Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. We have The Miz and Jake Paul or Logan Paul, wherever the fuck one of those Paul brothers against the Mysterios. We have Austin Theory versus Pat McAfee.
Is he a celebrity?
Not a celebrity match.
No.
Pat McAfee is a celebrity, bro.
No, dude, he's an employee.
Pat McAfee is a celebrity. Pat McAfee is a podcaster. Pat McAfee is a former professional NFL player. That is still considered a celebrity match.
He's an employee.
He's not a professional wrestler.
And that's the case that Roman is a celebrity because he used to play football.
Yeah, but it was CFL.
True.
Hey, don't you make fun of the Canadian Football League, okay? Don't blame Canada, blame yourself.
See, now Jason wants to talk about the match of the night of gender.
Let's talk about this for a second. Hold on, let's talk about this for a second.
Gender versus Drew?
You're talking about Canadian Football League, and you're a Chicago Bears fan.
The Chicago Bears.
Julian. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mute Julian. Yeah. Chicago Bears, they can suck the biggest. Yeah.
The biggest sausage.
No. The Chicago Bears, they suck. The last time the Bears saw Super Bowl is when the Super Bowl was in Chicago and they were watching from the stands. That's the last time the Bears saw a Super Bowl. That's right, Jason. Really. Oh my God, Julian. Let's talk about Julian's match of the night.
We have
Jinder Mahal.
Chicago Bears have 2 things that no one else ever will. 1, the Super Bowl shuffle.
Damn.
Okay.
2, our sponsor for big ass fans.
Okay. I'll give you the big ass fans one because that's funny.
Big ass fans.
But you know what they will not have? The Lombardi Trophy. Oh, wait a minute. Why is the name of Lombardi Trophy? Oh, for the winningest coach in Super Bowl history? Vince Lombardi? That's right. Who's Vince Lombardi?
When was that?
Lombardi? A Green Bay Packers coach. Yes.
That's a long time ago.
Go Pack, go.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, well, we still want more championships than y'all with our eyes closed.
Anyway,
yeah, that's right, Jason. They can keep that damn shuffle. Shuffling onto the losers. Shuffling onto the losers into the field. That's right. So yeah. Let's continue talking about SmackDown.
Hey, so I mean we're skipping around here. But did you see what I saw?
Did your heart break?
Jinder Mahal.
Did your heart break?
Versus the Scottish psychopath.
I saw it.
And somehow you could tell their heart just wasn't in it. It was brother versus brother. They were like, we don't want to do this.
We don't want to do this. Our hearts.
We don't want to fight. This is kin against kin. And we've got our other brother watching from home. We should be over in Impact supporting him. And the only reason they had that match was so they could speak secretly in the ring and open and be like, so let's talk about putting the match. Drew was like, first you need to get rid of Shanky.
And Drew was like, well,
he's holding you back, brother. And then Jinder was like, and then you need to get out of that feud with Riddick, Moss, and with Baron Corbin. So we can pursue that heel run that we should have had many years ago.
Oh my God. Jason, you're so right.
And so they went through the motions. They were just like, let's make it quick. They call it home as fast as they could. And
you really
Jinder
did
was like, I'm going to take one for the team, brother. Just roll me up.
Roll me up.
Oh my God. Julian can make the worst match seem very entertaining.
He can't. Now, what you mean by getting rid of Shanky, Julian? You know, Drew has a sword. And Jinder Mahal be like, hey, you know that sword you got? You can, like, take care of Shanky. You know what I'm saying?
Shane talking about putting the person out for life. Wow.
Drew was like, but first you have to get rid of Shanky. He goes, but how? He goes, I can stab him for you. He goes, in front of all these people? He goes, probably not a good idea.
Probably not.
I mean,
okay, I'll just kick him.
I'll just kick him.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're still promising a dead body from Goldberg, so you know
something is wrong with Julian tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on with him, but
it was a Jinder and Drew match, man. It's just like got him. Look how upset he is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know your heart broke this week. I know
you got your tissues, Julian. You got your tissues.
Oh man, I could tell they weren't into it. They were just doing it because they were told, you know, that, hey, it's not their company. Vince was like, you two go wrestle.
Go wrestle.
You know, they were like,
we just want the band back together. Damn it.
Hey, can I say something about Vince McMahon? I never thought I would say this. So,
the fakest interview of Pat McAfee show? Yeah.
Get fucking ready, ladies and gentlemen. Look. We all watched. And if you didn't watch, go find the Pat McAfee show on YouTube. Watch this fucking video. Vince McMahon is human. Who would have fucking thought?
Is he though? Is he?
Hey, there are some things that Vince McMahon said that were pretty fucked up.
Yeah, like the releases were dead weight.
Yeah, but then, you know, and the part about, you know, his
I care about the fans.
His family. And did you guys catch that he was like when Linda and I were married? Like, are they not married anymore?
Wait,
like, did they get divorced? Like, is this something we don't know? Like, should I start Googling shit? Like, should I try to figure it out?
You know what?
Didn't see a ring on his finger. Just saying.
It could be of convenience.
Did he kill her? I mean, she was part of Donald Trump's cabinet, so she's dead anyway.
It's Robo-Linda.
Robo-Linda. She's calling me about my extended warranty. She's like, I'm calling you about your extended warranty. What do you have? Like, bitch, don't you know? But no, what I wanted to say was, like, from a business standpoint, Vince made sense.
No.
He seemed like he was having fun. I mean, I know they're going to at me on Twitter about this. He seemed like he was having fun. I mean, he was cussing on the podcast. He seemed like he was having, like, genuine fun. Like, we all hear these stories about Vince. Don't sneeze around him; he'll fucking send you to hell. You know, like yeah. You know, and you can understand what he was fucking saying. Like, I mean, he kept the fucking mic every fucking 30 seconds, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. I do it all the time too. So, I mean, I'm just saying it was a very entertaining interview.
Yeah, but there were some lies that were told in that interview.
There may be a lot there. Okay, I am not going to slander anyone.
I'm slandering.
It's not what I do. I don't slander people. But what I will say is, you know, there's your truth, there's his truth, then there's the truth.
The truth.
So,
and there's our truth.
But you know what's the funniest thing?
My bad, dog.
If he'd have showed up on the interview, I'd have just died. I'd have been like, I'm done.
The funniest thing,
dude, Vince would have loved that.
Yeah, he'd be like,
I'm just hoofing, boss. I'm just hoofing.
He'd have been like, dropping in,
you're funny. That's why you're funny, Truth. Where's little Jimmy at?
Man,
pause.
I don't know what to say.
This is why I told you to go out there and make Brock Lesnar laugh. Because
this is what I don't understand. Look. Okay, let's get off of this because we're not gonna get nowhere with this shit.
So here's the thing, dude. I think creatively, I think Vince always has been slightly detached, at least for the past 20 years.
Well, yeah, he's old. He's not in touch.
And aside from being old, I mean, you got to admit, wrestling as a whole, but WWE especially, is a lot of throw against the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
And I mean, 50-50. I mean, it really all depends on what talent you're given, what they can make work. But I mean, they've thrown a lot of shit against the wall just to see what stuck. And a great example of that is New Age Outlaws. That was a lot of shit thrown at the wall. And
you didn't know?
Yeah. Vince he's a good business person, obviously. Mm-hmm. The whole idea of what he does is what he does for the fans. I don't necessarily believe that. I think he does what he believes the fans want. I don't think he does what the fans really want. And by that, it's like, I'm the dad. I know what's good for you. I know what entertainment is. But given the dude's track record, he's been highly successful. So does he kind of have a right to have this kind of like chip on his shoulder, or to feel kind of like I know a little bit better? He kind of does. But that's partially our fault for continuing to watch some of the bullshit.
Yep.
I mean, it really is. It's like if McDonald's made a shit burger, people would keep eating at McDonald's. They just wouldn't order the shit burger.
True.
You know what I'm saying? True. I mean, the McRib only comes out like once every 9 months for a reason. And there are some people who do buy the McRib, but there's a whole lot of fucking people who don't. So there's that. And does Vince really need to be in front of the camera right now? I mean, like, not really. There's no reason for him to be, but it's WrestleMania season. So it's time for him to really hype up the product. Make sure that more good matches get on the air. Make sure that more matches get on the air.
Yes.
And
I understand that. Like, he's hyping it up and he's trying to make it work. You know what I mean? He's out there like, hey, check it out. I'm gonna do something I haven't done since who the fuck was it who interviewed him before?
Barack?
No. Costas interviewed him and like B-rated, like was all about trying to start like a horrible, it was a horrible situation. So
he was on Austin's podcast.
Yeah, okay, but what I'm saying is like not the.
And Austin threw the hard-hitting questions.
Not the Austin didn't throw those hard questions. They were like, "Hey man," Austin was like, "Hey man, listen, I want to know what I can ask you," and he's like, "You can ask me this, this, and this."
Correct.
That's what it was all about.
So the thing that I was going to say is one idea about being a good businessman versus doing what's good for the business. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's widely known that Vince doesn't like tag teams because he feels he's paying twice as much money for the same match.
I mean, I could be okay with that.
As in, you're having a match, but you're paying twice as much money for the performers. And I, financially speaking, understand what he's saying. But one, tag team wrestling is a staple of wrestling. So you got to have tag team wrestling. And number two, it's what the fans come to see. And number three, you got fucking tag team belts. So you might as well use
2 sets.
In fact, you got 2 sets. Yeah, you got 2 sets.
You got 2 sets.
And so when Vince gets on TV and he talks like this, like, you really got to read between the lines, and you got to understand that at the end of the day, like Scott Hall said, this is the wrestling business, not the wrestling friendness.
Yeah.
You know?
3 sets actually.
And
you know, it's funny you say that, because I'm going through a situation right now where it's a business. You know, it's a business. Yeah. It's not about friendship. Like I hate that it's like that, but this is a professional wrestling business.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Vince was getting rid of his kids. Like, it's a business, you know.
Hey, tell you what, when you want to talk friendship versus business, ask MC Hammer how that's going.
Can't touch that.
You know. So I mean, the other part is the dude is still the enigma. It's like when they dust him off and bring him on TV, it's like
the fact that you said dust him off.
Dude, come on.
So wrong.
When he was on the show, he still looked like about 5 years younger. I mean, what's 5 less than infinity? I don't know, but you know,
he's an eternal. He's a goddamn robot.
He probably drank some Austin Aries blood in the back, and then, you know.
I mean, think about it this way too. The dude works out at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. No way.
Man, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back. And we're going to be joined by Mr. Jones, another member of the BodySlam.net group, as we're going to talk about the rest of SmackDown, Rampage, and do a little bit of Revolution predicting. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these exciting messages.
Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these rules are lame, cause they're taking all the fun out! Drive me insane! All these
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Back, ladies and gentlemen. You, at the bottom of the screen, introduce yourself to the faithful here.
What's going on, guys? I'm Tristan. I've been with Body Slam for probably about, I want to say, I don't know, maybe over 3 or 4 months now, I believe. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but how about Rampage? Rampage was pretty crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, these
Tristan,
guys,
welcome aboard.
These two heathens right here are going to continue their SmackDown review. Then we'll get into the real professional wrestling. We'll talk about Rampage after that. So,
hey, but first, some breaking WWE Women's Wrestling news.
Oh man,
Bailey is not cleared for competition.
of course,
Asuka is, and B-Fab has an OnlyFans page.
She's got B-Fab has got new content on her OnlyFans page. She's
I am not going on OnlyFans right now. I'm just saying.
Shane's on it right now. He's like, that's where the breaking news came from. Shane was like,
Shane wants to see her hit row.
Shane's like, I got a bottle of Blue Chew.
Well, guys, I'll be right back now.
Finishing up with SmackDown here. Turns out that Pat McAfee is going to wrestle Austin Theory,
my favorite son.
So, good news, bad news. The good news is Pat McAfee is not wrestling Vince McMahon.
True.
Yeah.
Bad news? The other news is he's wrestling Austin Theory.
Which could be an underrated match that could be good. Who knows?
I think it may be good. I think it may. I will not good, but okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
You know what? I will not pre-shit on it.
I mean, he did good against that role in NXT. Surprisingly, he did a Canadian Destroyer. Surprisingly.
Hey, he can't be worse than what was Mojo Rawley's buddy?
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Rob
Gronk.
Who quit during WrestleMania?
Hey, let's talk about something really funny. Have you guys noticed that Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair's Twitter game have stepped up?
Yes.
Like yes. Bianca had a shirt on that said, "Thou shalt not touch my hair. Don't try me." Right?
Yeah.
And Becky had a shirt on that said, "Ban the braid." Bro, if you beat my ass with that braid, Becky has done what I've been saying over the course of the last year. Someone needs to either tie their braid to the turnbuckle and beat her ass.
I've been saying that since Bianca debut.
Or take some shears and cut it off. No, shears, bro. She got a lot of hair.
So, who did that to Sherry Martel? Sherry Martel showed up at a WrestleMania.
It was WrestleMania. It was Elizabeth.
With this mysteriously long braid all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was Elizabeth that did it.
That shit got chopped. Speaking of chops, chops and pushes. We had Naomi get a win over Carmella tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I was going to say Naomi's getting the push. Well, she kind of is, because even though she lost to Charlotte last week, or the week before last, that was a great match. A lot of eyes on it. They gave her more time in that match than she's seen in years.
Yeah.
Probably. Can we talk about Sasha coming down with the fucking glow sticks like they're DX?
Yeah.
Break it down.
Like that?
Like they're the female DX.
Triple H sitting at home be like, "What you taunting me?"
Hey,
like,
so
listen,
so trending on Twitter today, there was a poll that said who would be the most logical female to join the bloodline, and of course, it came down to Naomi or Tamina, and a lot of people were saying it's called the bloodline, not the married into the bloodline.
Nobody's meaner than Tamina.
So they were saying Tamina, yes, Naomi, no. So. There's no official poll count, but the logic going back and forth was pretty interesting.
Naomi, obviously.
But that would mean that Naomi would have to turn heel.
Can somebody tell me the gimmick with the Usos and Paul Heyman running into the crowd every week?
That's funny.
Oh my God.
Dude, Paul Heyman's going to have a heart attack. And Roman was like, "Go get him, bro."
I like the one where he was trying to get over the barricade, and because
every time I see Paul Heyman get flustered and act like he's gonna hop over a barricade,
I'm like, doing?
I gotta see this.
So in case you guys aren't
just lean in, just like I gotta watch this.
Right? In case you guys don't know what we're talking about here, they have the what we call a dark main event. It's the untelevised main event for the house show fans, and it was Drew McIntyre and the War Raiders, the Viking Experience the Viking Raiders, the what other stupid name do they have?
Viking Experience.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and Drew McIntyre in a 6-man tag team match against the Bloodline. And Roman is telling Paulie, like, go get him, bro. Go get him, bro. Go get him, bro. And Paul takes off the tie, and he's like talking shit, and he takes off the tie and takes off his jacket. Then he's like, gets a running start, and he fucking wobbles over there.
That's happened on the chest.
Oh man, every time I see that, I fucking die laughing, man. It's just so funny.
What are you doing?
So the first time they did it, he went after that LSU fan.
Yeah.
And he was acting like he was going to hop over the barrier.
Oh,
and Jey Uso was grabbing him. I was like, no, please let him go.
Let him go.
But Jey Uso was trying to stop and be like, no, he's not worth it, man. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I think it's hella funny, man. It makes me laugh every time I see it. And I just had to get that out because I seen it on Twitter a little while ago, and I was like,
and
that's
they always
the reason to
have
watch
to be
SmackDown.
Off air, and it's a gimmick, and I love it.
Because it's funny.
Yeah,
I love it. I love I love when they do fun stuff. And in case you guys didn't know, the WWE does a lot of fun stuff off the air.
they do.
Yeah, the show is shit on the air, but when it goes off, that's when they do the fun stuff.
That they do it on purpose. They're like, now
they're like, come to the show. Triple H is at home. He's like, yes, should have bought ROH. The wrong con owns it. Yeah. So anyway,
so next we had Usos retained over the Viking Raiders in a very good match.
It was a very good match.
Was supposed to happen at the last premium live events, but the Usos attacked them before the match, and
they flew all the way from the United States to Saudi.
I mean, Shane, you have spoken no better truth in your life.
I will be pissed.
Like, if I was Vince, and as much as I talk about I don't like paying for twice as much for one match, and the match didn't even happen, I flew all 4 of you motherfuckers, and 2 of you I probably had to buy 2 seats for each. And I flew you all the way to Saudi.
All the way.
For some fucking gaga at the ring entrance, and the match never started?
No.
Oh, that's some bullshit. That was some bullshit. So anyway, Usos retain. We'll see what happens at Mania. They'll probably
smash him.
Hey, let's talk about the slap to Cody Rhodes' face.
The slap to whose face?
Cody Rhodes. Because in August, the WWE is doing Bash at the Beach.
Really?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Is that why they're not doing SummerSlam in August this
Maybe
year?
that's where he'll debut.
Oh.
Who's the third man?
We're going to go.
Adrenaline in my soul.
I can't believe it's the third man, Cody Rhodes.
Oh, God.
Whose side is he on?
Right.
He can't see. He's not blind.
Rips off his shirt and this is AEW. Rips off his shirt and says ROH.
Honestly, though, I think I can see him like booking Ring of Honor. Like if Tony's like, hey, you wanna do this instead of over here?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you my conspiracies about it.
Say it.
Say it. Say it. Say it, damn it.
Cody Rhodes, ROH confirmed. You know it's true. It's damn true.
Because he said he will never defend or he'd never challenge for the AEW championship as an AEW employee.
Didn't say shit about Ring of Honor championship as a Ring of Honor employee.
That's very true. It's very true.
Challenge for that, and he was
Cody Rhodes,
Ring of Honor
the most prolific heel in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah, former Ring of Honor world champ.
You know why he's the most prolific heel in all of wrestling? Because he told you he wasn't going to do something, and guess what? He didn't fucking do it. Just say it.
He kept his promise.
Just a good heel tells the truth.
That's right. So can you imagine having the Miz versus Ricochet at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title?
As long as Miz goes over, I'm good for it.
I would really approve of that match, as considering Ricochet is now the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
I don't understand. They should have put the belt on Madcap Moss. that was a Madcap joke. Yeah, it sucked just like he does. Anyway,
that's
Julian
bad.
is not happy. This guy not happy.
I feel you're taking a dig at me.
Okay, so
you know what?
Here's the thing.
If it's Madcap Moss versus Ricochet for the IC title at the next premium live event, I'm picking Madcap again.
Look, we're gonna go ahead and tell the new guy on the block what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We do a thing called predictions warfare here on this podcast.
Okay.
And Chemical Julian, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy up there,
who makes any dumb wrestling match very entertaining.
He created the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast Predictions Championship belt. It's a beautiful belt. It's so beautiful, sitting in my trophy case with the other 6 belts.
No,
because Julian has lost every predictions warfare, and you know what? I will give the devil his due. Like my mom used to always say, it was a broken clock is right twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Julian don't have a broken clock in his house because he ain't been right this whole podcast in time. He has lost every predictions championship, and he almost won.
Almost
won the last one.
It was very close. It was really close.
You know why he lost it? Because he said, and I quote, Madcap Moss is going to beat Drew McIntyre at this match. And I said, I don't know what drugs you've been smoking, but okay, that is your pick.
I mean, what?
He almost had him.
This close.
And the Bears almost went to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
damn!
They actually did go.
Damn.
It's true.
Yeah, they went to watch. They were in LA watching.
But they still went.
Tom Brady didn't take them to the Super Bowl,
and they didn't go to cause no trouble.
Mm.
They were just there for the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yep, they were there for the halftime show. They want to see Snoop Dogg.
I don't know who wouldn't be there for that. You know what I mean?
True statement.
That's what I'm saying.
Statement.
Oh man!
All right, so let's get through this whole SmackDown thing so we can get to the meat.
Hey, so back to what we talked about a couple of weeks ago. Big E on the ATV. You know what, man? I don't know. Did you guys grow up watching G.I. Joe and Transformers?
Yeah.
No,
okay,
I was born in the 90s.
You know, these cartoons were created to just exploit a toy line. Someone was like, hey, I got a great idea for a toy. I need a way to advertise it. So they made a cartoon.
Here's a show.
I really am starting to believe, like, if Big E and Kofi riding on this ATV, I'm like, are we going to get like a New Day ATV or something? I mean, it looks like the whole concept for a toy line kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, a fan stole his ATV, right?
They're what?
You know, someone stole the ATV, right?
Yes.
It's bullshit.
They're heels. The New Day are acting heelish.
No, the New Day are acting tweenerish. Just like Just Exciting myself and Cosmo. We can set a building off. I could curb stomp Patty Dietz.
Wow.
And Patty is 76 years old. I could curb stomp Patty Dietz in the middle of the ring and the fans would still cheer.
That's kind of messed up. And she's an old woman. Leave her alone.
You know it's Shane. You know it's true. and Julian, you watch the shows. Though? I've literally stood in the middle of the ring and grabbed the mic, and a little boy, possibly 7 or 8, is yelling, "I suck, I suck, I suck." And I looked at that little boy and I said, if you don't shut your goddamn mouth, I'm going to become your stepfather and send you to your room with no dinner. And the crowd looked at me and they started booing the kid. Who boos a kid? Just like the New Day. The New Day can walk in there and they can go. The New Day can do anything in the WWE. They can literally go shit on Vince's desk and the fans would cheer for them.
Yeah.
Hey, player like Bad Blood also told a man of the cloth, go take off your skirt.
I did tell him that.
That's pretty funny.
I did tell him, Oh, my brother, testify.
Oh, my brother.
As I stood over him, as I beat him with his dress. Oh, I'm pretty fucked up. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's just funny.
Yeah,
we're all fucked up in the head.
It was really great. And all the while I'm beating a guy up, I'm plugging the podcast. I'm like, you can find me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night on the bodyslam.net Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
And then you're out of the press like, okay.
It was so funny. It was all Julian and Adam's fault. I blame them.
Yes, it was.
Man, too bad I wasn't there.
I blame them. Anyway, let's get back to SmackDown.
Carry on.
Hey, so we got Ronda Rousey versus Sonya Deville.
Oh my God.
Oof. I saw glimpses of it.
I'm not going to get on my soapbox tonight, but okay. Congratulations, Ronda Rousey. You won.
Oh, man.
That's how we close out the show.
Yep.
So a couple of things
soapbox.
here. Number one,
get on your soapbox.
We have gotten more matches in this SmackDown in 2 hours.
And Raw.
And Raw. So Raw and SmackDown.
16 matches in 2 days, in 2 shows.
They watch.
I was actually sitting there all day.
They watch us.
Isn't that crazy?
It's like I was actually sitting there all day.
I'm going to be mad because if they don't keep this up after WrestleMania, I'm going to feel cheated.
Well, my friend.
I mean, I'm going to feel like, not that this has ever happened to me, but to some people, when it gets around close to your girlfriend's birthday, she starts kind of like giving you a little bit extra. And so you start getting happy, all of a sudden, here come the good gifts.
Yeah.
And the birthday passes and it goes back to regular.
He's like,
so Shane, watch out for that.
Let's go to dinner.
Watch out, young man.
Let's go to a movie. There's some roses. Oh, wait.
You know what? Julian just brought me down.
You got to go cook dinner now. You got to go out to your garden and get your own roses.
You know what? Just because of that, Julian brought me down, and now I'm sad.
Oh, Shane.
It's okay, man. Just get a wrist brace.
Don't worry, Shane. Get a wrist brace.
You don't need it.
Oh my God. Well, that was the SmackDown review, ladies and gentlemen, and SmackDown was okay.
What?
It was finally decent.
SmackDown was a good show this week, and
it was finally decent.
You know what it was?
What was it?
It had matches. It had good matches, and the in-betweens were not drawn out.
Mm-mm.
They were succinct. They were to the point and done.
Actually, to kind of brag on the Sammy Ricochet match, it was a lot more like a match you'd see in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, they're finally doing good matches.
It's Ricochet and Sami Zayn are going to pull it. It's a classic without the shenanigans.
Well, I mean, okay, so let's talk that. That match was a throwback to Ring of Honor. I think that WWE did that as a way of trying to offset the fact that Triple H tried to buy Ring of Honor back in 2012 and again in 2018. I tried to buy it and you didn't get it.
Damn, Tony.
And I just think that everyone is trying to ride high on the Ring of Honor train right now. Mm-hmm. AEW totally just ran away with it, and people are like, "Well, shit, hey, maybe we should start dropping Ring of Honor references on SmackDown and Raw. Like, let's try to get some of those clicks." It's like the WWE. They're gonna prepare against Jeff Hardy breaching his contract by talking to AEW because Jeff Hardy screwed up and was like, "Hey, I want to be in debut at AEW in a few days." And he's on Twitter like 9 days away at Jeff Hardy brand. Like, dude, some people just don't. Some people use social media. They go on social media and do stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I agree.
And that right there was a stupid thing.
Yeah. So the thing is, I mean, I get.
Let's talk about this.
Hey, you're doing the staticky, flippy floppy.
Oh my God! When the rotunda is going to fade. When the rotunda is going to fade.
No. Go ahead. You said you get.
Who you talking to?
You go ahead.
Oh, so what I was going to say is the whole Jeff Hardy situation. Whether he agreed with the direction that his character was going in WWE or how he felt about WWE or the storylines or whatever, dude had a contract and he had obligations to fulfill. And fucking running up the crowd and running away out of the blue, that's bullshit. I mean, that's just, it's unprofessional. You just don't get up and leave, and then you exude erratic behavior, and then you say, "Oh, I wasn't on drugs,"
but they drug tested him, and the drug test came back negative.
Yeah, and they want me to take a drug test, and the drug test is negative. Then okay, so if you weren't on drugs and you willfully just ran out of the ring in the middle of a match and left, that's literally breach of contract. And there's consequences to it. Even the mighty Stone Cold ended up getting fined $250,000 for taking his ball and going home. And a lot of companies, like including mine, if you're at a certain level, there's non-compete clauses, and I mean you've got to honor the contract. You literally cannot just go and do what you want to do under certain circumstances. And so, I know that fans are like, oh, we want to see the Hardy Boys back together. Yeah, but you know what? There's other ways of doing this. You could have just asked for your release. And Nick Khan and Vince McMahon and Triple H and all these guys and Bruce Pritchard always say that if someone says they're unhappy and they don't want to be around, then let them go.
Well, let's talk about
Except
Ali.
Yeah, let's talk about
Ali been like, yo, let me go home. Like,
and
I'm done with this shit. And you're like Prince Ali, fabulous he, you ain't leaving.
But I mean, you also got to remember that, it was the Hardy Boys, when they do the whole Broken Hardy gimmick, they were the ones who the WWE brought back in that surprise tag team match at that WrestleMania.
I went insane.
And put money in their pockets, made stars of them, gave them a stage to perform on. And I'm not going to say the whole, you need to thank Vince McMahon for giving you a stage to perform on. I mean, yes, he gave you the stage, but two, you had to perform. So, I mean, it's give and take, and Vince made plenty of money off of your back. However, if you have a contract, you got to honor it. And
I agree with that.
If you want out, then get out. If that means that you got to sit at home for 6 months, then fuck it. You got to sit at home 6 months, but at least during that 6 months, you're getting the paycheck. And when you're a Hardy like Jeff Hardy, it's not like you're going to come back and people are going to be like, who's that guy?
True.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I agree with that.
So anyway, that's just my 2 cents on that.
So let's move on to the most exciting hour of professional wrestling, AEW Rampage.
This is Rampage,
oh my God.
baby.
Oh my God.
Let's talk about this exciting. BCW Worldwide Champion.
Well, he is exciting.
Rampage opened up with Darby Allin versus Sammy Two Belts Guevara versus Andrade El Idolo. Now, the theme of the night was everyone is banned from ringside. And if you interfere, your ass is suspended and fined. There was no screwy finishes, no laptops, iPads, none of the other bullshit. My God, this match started out and it was under fucking way. Darby and Sammy Guevara were doing some tag team shit the whole match.
Yes, they were.
Andrade, look, I love Andrade. Everything Andrade is doing right now, they need to give Andrade that fucking title match because he is killing the game. The whole Andrade Hardy family office, I can't wait for them to split up. This 6-man tag team match in the pay-per-view. It's gonna be over. Thank God, because you know how much I hate that Andrade family office bullshit. I hate the name. I hate the gimmick.
I think once Jeff debuts, I think they'll do away with
The
gimmick
Murphy
completely.
gimmick, yes.
Thank God. Well, this match was amazing. All three guys worked their ass off. Like, literally. 3 minutes into the match, they got a "This is awesome" chant. 3 minutes into the match.
It was crazy.
Commentators were like, wow, at the top of the hour, we got it. This is awesome chant. And then Taz was like, the match has been going for 3 minutes.
Correct.
Awesome. Look, the fact that the finish,
Man.
Andrade
The
almost
go
got
to
the pin.
hell to the coffin drop. Oh man, that was beautiful.
That was good.
And he hit that swanton. So Darby Allin hit the coffin drop and went for the
Coffin
cover.
drop.
1, 2, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere,
Sammy just boom.
smack.
How did he get
Sammy.
up there so fast and he was just landed on the ground?
It was
He
crazy.
took a page out of Darby Allin's book and shot out like a cannon.
Like a
Not
cannon,
bad.
bro. If I had to give this match a grade, I would give it a straight up A+ right from the gate. Like this show, this match started out like the speed that these guys were going, dude. It was like so much. It was I can't even sit here and tell you how many false finishes they had and how many double. It was just too much. It was crazy.
So let me tell you what I appreciated about this match.
Fast.
I appreciate the fact that both Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara were like, fuck this dude.
Yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
from
right
the
from the
get-go. Fuck this dude. We're going to tag team him. We're going to beat his ass. And we're not going to let him win, which makes complete sense. I mean, this is something that it should happen in a lot of triple threat matches. There should be one person that the two of the other guys is like, fuck this guy. Number 2 is Andrade and Stinks boy.
Mr. Stink.
The whole thing with him and Darby Allin is just hilarious to me. And so
He's your boy.
And so Darby Allin was just like putting it to him sometimes, man. Just like,
oh my God,
he was giving it to him.
I'm gonna show you I'm nobody's boy.
They were slapping each other, like physically slapping each other in the face.
He's like, I'm not Sting's boy. I'm about to show you who the fuck boy I am.
Mm-hmm.
And and Sammy was like, well, go ahead, beat the shit out of each other. I'm just gonna pick. I don't care who I pin, as long as I walk out of here with the title. That's all that really matters.
Yeah,
smart.
Still carrying those 2 belts that really need to be only
2 belt Guevara.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Andrade should have ate the pin though. IMO. I thought it should have probably been like Darby, but still, the match was incredible. Like, I'd give it like at least 4.5 stars.
I would give it exactly that. And the thing that bothered me about the finish was Andrade ate the pin, being the bigger of all 3 guys.
Yeah,
he ate the pin, and then if I would have booked that match, Darby would have ate the pin, and it would have bled over into their 6-man tag team match at the pay-per-view. Instead of having Darby in the corner and Sammy going to reach out his hand,
out.
And he just rolled out, and he was like, Darby, come back. Darby, come back. Where are you going? Come back.
Come back.
We got to fight in 2 days with these guys. Come back.
Yeah.
We got to get along.
That shit was...
Like, if you're going to throw drama in the game and you want to throw it in the mix and make it like you want to make it work, then you should have did. Wow. I just got a picture that totally threw me off for a second. You should have did what made more sense. And making more sense was having Darby take the pin. But AEW can't always bat 1,000. So yeah, I would give this match an A+. It was one of the best matches I've seen those 3 guys in. The Tower of Doom spot.
I was gonna say
suplex in the top rope and then the power. Oh my God.
I was gonna say the suplex in the Tower of Doom was very unique because we usually see the old Tower of Doom where they just do like a clothesline and everything. But this one was a suplex tower.
This one was too much, man. It was off. Look, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't watch this show, you probably should just go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Check
if you haven't,
DVR.
DVR. You don't want to miss this.
Hey, so let's just go ahead and get to the match of the night.
Oh man,
all of them. all of them were off the chain, man. Like, I mean,
so let me tell you why this match was match of the night.
Okay, let's hear it.
Big
JD Drake.
Oh yeah,
introduced with all of the fanfare of Pork Chop Cash versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Shout out to my boy JD Drake, though.
Don't
make my boy JD out to be a jobber. Shout out to JD Drake. That's my boy.
And they did it.
So my thing is, I'm not all that familiar with JD Drake, and I had to look him up. But the way they brought him in, it was, this is the guy that Keith Lee is going to squash. Let me tell you something. There were no losers in this match.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee got the pin, but there were no losers in this match.
No.
Not the fans, not JD Drake, not Keith Lee. This was Shane. Say it.
A big mini man slapping that meat.
Man, so when you have a guy like
this was the Blue Chew match of the night.
This is the kind of person he needs to be fighting.
This is where you need to get a Baja Blast.
This is where he shines. This is where, dude, JD Drake looked fantastic. I mean, if you did not know who he was, you're now a fan of this guy. And you're like,
I want to see him
again. And
he's part of the wingman.
That's what these matches are supposed to do. Like, win or lose, as a fan, you should be like, I want to see that dude again.
Right.
I want to see him wrestle anybody again.
Anybody.
And it's like, did Keith Lee win the match? Yes. But did he put JD Drake over, or did JD Drake get over? Absolutely.
It was all the above.
I mean, JD Drake's part, like I said, he's part of the wingman. And being so as part of the wingman, he's got a gimmick. Like, he's on BT all the time, and he's a journeyman. He's been around for a very long time, and he's worked a lot. He's worked NWA. That's where I met him. He worked NWA. He's worked like a lot of places. He is definitely a fucking good. And as a big man, he moves really, 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 really well.
So, dude, as a big man, he was crisp. He was crisp out there.
Crispy clean.
That let's see, what was it? Like that moonsault that he did was crazy.
Right? He actually hit it.
Oh yeah, he hit that moonsault.
He was gonna move over.
And Keith Lee went out there, did his thing, and looked good as ever.
Mm-hmm.
And at the very beginning, it looked like, is he gonna squash this dude? And motherfucking picture in picture. I mean, okay. But we come back from picture in picture, and all of a sudden Keith Lee's not really in control of the match anymore.
Right.
But you're sitting here squinting. I mean, sorry, if you got your iPhone or whatever, you're trying to picture in picture.
What's going on?
But it was a very entertaining match that really held your attention, and you kind of said to yourself, this motherfucker might win. Now you're like, okay, AEW's not going to have Keith Lee lose his second match out, but it's kind of looking like it could happen, And so
I always say this about AEW: they want you to believe that at any given time, anybody can win.
Anybody.
It's a toss-up. Like, anybody can win. Shane can go in there against fucking Sting.
No, he couldn't.
Okay, maybe not Shane, but
I mean,
I'm just saying.
No, I'll take the compliment. I'll take the compliment at that.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, look.
Okay,
realistically,
Shane can
go in there against Ryan Nemeth, okay? And everybody knows that Ryan Nemeth is going to win the match. Everybody knows
he can fight Gilbert.
Gilbert.
Shane, he can go in there and fight Ryan Nemeth. Everybody knows that Baby Dolph is going to win the match, but the match will be structured so good to where Shane gets like several good spots in it. You're like, Jesus Christ, is Shane going to win this match?
Right?
Like, what the hell's going on?
Even though I didn't even know I could do this. Oh man!
Even though Shane got killed like 5 seconds into the match, for those first 4 seconds, people are gonna be like, "Shit, Shane actually win?" Right?
Oh my god.
That's the way AEW is, and that's what makes it. That's for me. That's what makes it like good. But you missed something very important. You missed the debut. One and another match added to the buy-in. The buy-in is, dude. The buy-in is fucking better than SmackDown was.
Oh yeah,
Eric Redbeard.
Once the buy-in started,
the Death Triangle came out to the ring.
Trios.
We're talking about Penta, Alex Abrahantes, and your boy Pac, right? Alex Abrahantes was like, "Yo, there may be 3 of you, but the 3 of us want to fight and want to fight you at Revolution at the buy-in." So,
and here I thought this would be the day that Wyndham Rotunda would come, but I'll take it.
But part of Wyndham Rotunda showed up. Let's put you that
part
way.
of Wyndham Rotunda.
So the lights go off in the venue. And when they come back on, Malachi Black is in the ring with the rest of the House of Black, right? And he says, man. "Dude, I would be honored to take you out, Alex. Thank you for taking it upon yourself to sacrifice yourself for your friends." And Alex was like, "Yo, wait, I didn't say it was me. I didn't say it was me, bro. It's this dude." And Eric Redbeard, his music hit. Everybody knows him from WWE as Eric Rowan.
And everybody's already making fun of him because another
ex-WWE. That was brought on for 2 reasons. 1, to honor Brody Lee.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And 2, they need a big ass dude for this match to face Brody King. So security did their best to keep them apart, man.
Eric absolutely killed everybody.
He killed
everyone.
Yeah, it was entertaining to say the least. But he clotheslined Brody King over the top rope, and it was like, dude, this match
should just put security in red shirts.
Yeah. They should put security in shirts with bullseyes. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
That too.
And then Penta grabbed the security guy's arm and yanked it out of its socket.
Yeah.
That was vintage Pentagon Jr. in his Lucha Underground days.
That was Penta Dark. That
Penta
was
Dark.
Lucha Underground Penta right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh man, I miss Lucha Underground so much.
Well, who knows? 20 I might buy that next. Then you get your boy Dan Lambert in the back. Dan Lambert in the fucking locker room with congratulations, Sammy Guevara.
I just realized something. I just realized that Dan Lambert cut a promo on Brandy, and Brandy got her feelings hurt so bad. She was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna leave this company because of this."
Wow. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But Scorpio Sky is going to challenge for the AEW TNT Championship on Wednesday, and Dan Lambert assaulted the AEW crowd.
Streak,
but the 364-day streak is going to end. Scorpio Sky, my boy Skylar Andrews, cool dude, is about to get his ass beat. Lose his streak at AEW. But here's the thing that made me laugh. Paige Van Zant is going to show up and sign her contract with AEW, right?
Not on Rampage, but at the pay-per-view, I believe.
No, he said Dynamite.
Oh,
wait. Yeah, he's going to bring her to Dynamite to sign the contract. So Paige Van Zant will be joining AEW with her OnlyFans as well. So watch out for that. But the thing that people, so Dan Lambert just secured Scorpio Sky a AEW TNT title match, right? But the main event for tonight is Ethan Page versus Christian Cage live on Rampage.
Page versus Cage.
On Rampage.
Page, Rampage, baby.
Cage and Page on Rampage.
So what happens if Christian Cage doesn't beat Ethan Page? Ethan Page ends up in the ladder match, and Ethan Page wins the Face of the Revolution golden ticket or the fucking brass ring or whatever it was.
The golden donut.
Yeah. So he'll end up facing Scorpio Sky. Just saying. I always look at the future. CM Punk backstage. So AEW was talking about CM Punk live tonight. CM Punk, a word from CM Punk, a word from CM Punk. So you obviously thought CM Punk was going to be there this week. But CM Punk was there.
Bloody mess, CM Punk.
A bloody mess from fucking Wednesday night.
Bloody.
And CM Punk basically tells MJF he will become the monster to fight the monsters of the world because he's CM Punk. He says, because I'm CM Punk and I'm better
than you. It's a throwback to his 2005 promo with Raven.
This is on. He said nevermore. That This
Nevermore.
this is so vintage storytelling. It is so a throwback to Ring of Honor. It's so like this whole Greg Valentine, Roddy Piper gimmick. Like this feud has been
top tier.
Dude, chef's kiss. This feud is the end all be all best feud. If they don't win best feud of 2022, something is fucking wrong.
I'm burning this place down.
Like, we're gonna fucking riot. Okay, this is gonna be one of the top
I will
matches.
jump out this 12 story feet window if this doesn't matter.
Wow, damn! Don't do that, Shane.
Okay,
Yeah.
whoa.
yeah, you take that shit to the next level.
If it doesn't win, feud of the year, damn it.
It's gonna be a really great match. And all the calling back to like major storylines and major feuds of like the past 3 decades. Dude,
Insane.
CM Punk, MJF, students of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Tony Khan for this story.
Yeah, shout out Tony, shout out Punk, shout out MJF.
Good job.
Now in the funniest segment of the night for me, Smart Mark Sterling is standing next to Jade Cargill, right?
Jade Cargill.
I love this segment.
Jade is
It's
just
so
like,
good.
dude, her mouth is potty. Like I love. She is from
Potty
the hood.
mouth.
Her mouth is potty.
Nobody care about that karate shit.
Everybody give a damn about that karate shit, right?
Oh,
And then Mark was like, I made sure that there'll be no physicalities. And she's like, Mark, no one gives a shit about that. Right? Mark, no one gives a shit about that.
No one
Where's that bitch at? And when she said, where's that bitch at? My mind went to Nyla Rose. Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, bitch.
Surprise, bitch. Wait,
So
guys.
I'm gonna get to
guys.
Nyla Rose in a second. So Anna Jay comes in and she says, "Hey Mark, what time of week is it?" And he goes, "What?" And before he could say anything,
It's
Ty
Friday,
Conti
March
came
4th.
in and Punk kicked the shit out of Jade Cargill and looked at her and said, "I'm gonna beat you for your title, bitch."
Bitch.
Now we all know.
It's 9 o'clock, so we can swear.
We all
Yeah.
know in the world of professional wrestling, when you say the word bitch, it's a
Mhm.
blood feud. Somebody is gonna die. It's gonna
Surprise,
house
bitch.
is gonna get burned down. It's
But I thought this
Funerals are gonna
was this show.
yeah. So
Well,
it was so funny because Ty kind of came out of nowhere and just Punk kicked her and was like, "I'm gonna take your title, bitch." And then as they walked away, Jade Cargill looks up and goes, "What the fuck was that?"
It was good.
she really did. Like she actually didn't see it
She was
coming.
like, "What the fuck was that? Did that bitch just kick me?" I could not stop laughing that whole segment. I was like, "This is funny as shit."
It was good.
Man.
Oh man. But then we get my girl, the professor of professional wrestling.
Serena
man.
Deeb.
Serena Deeb.
That she
Yeah,
took on
right.
Leela Gray, and I gotta say, Leela Gray, smart as shit, because
Mhm.
she knew all she had to do was last 5 minutes. So as soon as the
That's
bell rang, she dipped like, "Yo, we're gonna
Later.
you got to chase me," and she ran around the ring, and finally, Serena Deeb just caught her, snatched her ass out of the ring, and commenced to kicking the shit out of her. Rolled her back in the ring, cemented her. Less than a minute and a half, cemented her, and then.
If she
And
had talked
then-
to Rodney Mack, that never would have happened.
Exactly. She
Mhm.
locked on that. She locked on her Serenity lock, and holy Sheeta,
Holy shit,
Ooh.
Batman.
Hikaru Sheeta came rushing out to the ring, and her stardom gimmick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She came in her blood red fucking pin up dress suit and pants. Took off her jacket and took that candlestick and come.
She started
Wow.
going to
Wow.
town, brother.
Wow.
Man, I was like, dude, did she take your money? Like, did she owe you some money? Like, Jesus Christ. What?
Well, they were feuding,
Did she steal your husband? Like, what
Yep.
the hell did she do to you? Man, she
did she
beat
steal your
her
husband in under
ass.
5 minutes?
Oh my
She
god.
beat her ass.
She
Like,
killed her.
I was sitting here like, damn, Serena, like,
Man, I bet you.
why you on
she
social
stole-
media talking shit?
I bet you she sold her
Caught those
husband
hands.
in under
Oh.
5 minutes.
Hey, speaking of which, is your girl injured?
I don't know, but she took that bump out of the ring. When she was backing away, she fell through the bottom rope. I was like, oh no. Oh no. And then why was Doc Samson holding her? Like,
oh yeah, he was just like holding her arm, just like
No,
I was like,
don't
what
do
else
it.
is he supposed to do? It's
I'm like,
just
Doc Samson, let her go. For you guys who don't know who Doc Samson is, he's the AEW ringside attendant, the big buff guy that sits there in the corner. He's swole as shit.
Dude, he is big.
He was watching her get her ass whooped. Like she was hitting her on the ass with the kendo stick till where it broke. And Sheeta looks at the camera and she goes, I'm back. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And she says, I'm back. And then she trailed off and was like, bitch. Right? And then if you look under her eye, she had wrote, I'm back under her eye. That Hikaru Shida is from Stardom. She is a Joshi Savage.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw that
I'm
Joshi Savage tonight. So they will face each other. I understand that their match might also be on the buy-in.
Man, the buy-in looks really good.
Wow.
So the buy-in's better than SmackDown. I'm just saying. The buy-in is lit, bro.
You put the buy-in on Fridays? There you go.
You got Death, right? You got Death Triangle versus Eric Redbeard. And I mean, you got Death Triangle versus the House of Black on the buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Cargill defends the TBS championship against Ty Conti on the buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
The buy-in.
Like then you got,
shit.
I believe you got a there's another match made for the buy-in tonight too.
Let's see here.
What, the Hook versus QT Marshall?
Oh yeah, that
Hook
one too.
versus QT Marshall on the buy-in, dude.
There's
So
a
many
stacked
matches on
card.
the buy-in.
Is that why it's starting at 4 because of the hour-long buy-in?
Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, the hour-long buy-in is better than 3 hours of Raw,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be better than 2 hours of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And
Hey, so BodySlam.net has reported that Thunder Rosa was injured after wrestling Britt Baker on AEW Dynamite.
I'm gonna text her right now and I'm gonna ask.
Just make sure she is going to be at her match.
Yeah.
Make sure she's all right.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
If she is injured, let's fantasy book for here for a minute. If she is injured, who replaces her?
Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter?
Jamie Hayter.
Ruby Soho.
What do you think, Julian?
Yeah, Jimmy Hayter makes sense.
Because the break's gonna happen. Jamie Hayter is her Wardlow.
Correct.
Ooh,
Yes.
it's a good sell. That's a good
Yes,
sell.
it is.
I've been saying it for weeks. Jamie Hayter is the prototype of a professional wrestling, a woman's professional. Oh, I forgot. Chris Statlander versus Layla Hirsch is also on the buy-in.
Oh my God, Chris Statlander, who is dropping her outer space gimmick,
Bro,
as I hear.
look, can I just say this about Chris Statlander? I love Chris Statlander.
She's from outer space,
But she was kind of a bitch. Like, dude, like let's call. I'm just gonna shoot straight with you guys. Okay,
And
look,
that's why your
these
mama
are my
and daddy
comments. My
didn't-
comments alone. They don't reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast or BodySlam.net. The franchise and the franchise alone. When you bring someone's family onto an issue you have on social media, you're kind of a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The fact that she brought up the fact that Layla Hirsch was adopted and she was like, now I know why your parents left. I was like,
That honestly to me, that like if she was a heel, that's top tier heel work.
That's a heel work,
I
bro.
was like, did she fucking really just say that? Like,
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah,
I'm all about storyline gimmicks and I'm all about,
Hey,
pushing the envelope.
dude.
But that
Hey,
was
dude.
wrong.
Nah.
Nah.
Hey,
Nah.
I go far in promos. I go far talking shit to fans at shows all the time.
Mhm.
I go far. I went so far as to tell my son, who when I turned heel, he was a mistake just to get heel heat. Okay? I go far. But to be like, that's why your parents left you at a doorstop. Like, what the fuck?
That shit
I
was-
thought
I'm like,
that was brilliant.
I thought it was top
I wanted
tier.
to give Layla her
You see,
a hug. I was like,
when you said that,
I feel bad. I want to adopt her.
That reminded me of the Swiss Family Meet the Robinsons, where the mother left the boy out on the door and everything. I was like, damn,
Bro,
that's cool.
I
wanted to adopt her. That's how bad it was. I was like, dude, can you just adopt her right now? Like, Jesus Christ.
It was
my daughter,
so
you want another
heinous.
sister?
It was so heinous. I was like,
I want to give her a hug.
I think I like that.
I mean,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I fucking liked it. I fucking popped hard, but I was like, that's fucked up. I popped
for it. Yeah.
I was like, that's fucked up. But wow, like you don't tug on Superman's cape, you don't spit in the wind, and you don't ever bring someone's family on social media, especially someone who was adopted, who already feels
on
like
TV,
already feels unwanted. You're gonna be like, and that's why they didn't want your ass. Like,
and
wow.
that's why they didn't want you.
She didn't do it on social media. She said it on the video on live.
She did it on
TV.
social media too. Her Twitter game is strong, bro.
Yeah, but you know she did it on TV first, so you know whatever.
Even worse, you did it on TV.
She just repeated it.
But yeah.
I just got a text message that said, "But you would lock a kid down in the basement when you marry his mom." See? Hey, at least I'm making that
for a double turn.
Did I make that kid a fucking orphan? No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No, I did not.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. Fuck. Just think about Chris Statlander. Wow. Eddie Kingston will face Chris Jericho on Sunday, and Eddie Kingston came out, and Eddie Kingston was like, "Yo, we're gonna flip the script. We ain't, you want to talk about insider terms like promo and he was like, Tony, let's go get some pie at catering." That was funny as shit,
dude. That was so.
That was funny.
That was great. That's up there with this. I just want this cake thing. That's up there with that.
When 2.0 attacked him, he was like, "Yo, dude, I just want to use some of this cake,
dude. I just want this cake." It was so fucking funny, dude.
He's like, "Man, I'm trying to eat this fucking cake. Like, that's all I want." That was funny. So then we get to the main event. The main event is a ladder match. A match in the Face the Revolution ladder match qualifier. We got Christian Cage versus Ethan Page live on Rampage, and yeah, I like saying that. Christian Cage versus Ethan Page live on Rampage.
On Rampage.
And the funny part about this whole
thing guess what?
Time for talking is over.
Sure is.
It's time.
What time is it, Julian? Yeah, we won't hear that shit.
You muted T. Jones. What the heck?
That's right. Oh, I muted the wrong person. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
did.
I
did. I thought I was. Oh shit. Sorry.
Wow.
No.
Look, man.
Babylon is the true heel of the show.
I am the true heel of this show, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is the worst. This is the worst part of fucking Friday night for me. Is when I got to see Mark Henry, a Hall of Famer.
Well, since I'm not
his
muted
only
yet,
job is to say, "Yeah, exactly."
Oh?
They're saying it. They're saying it, and they know I hate that shit, so I just muted their ass.
Okay.
Sean Ross Sapp calls himself the great muter. Not on this podcast.
Not on this podcast. That's crazy.
Anyway, I can't stand when he does that. Like, it's so fucking stupid. And Julian here thinks it's like the most hilarious thing ever. Like, we in our group chat, these motherfuckers will text, "It's time for the main event" in the group chat because they know I can't mute them.
Talk is over.
Look, I sent you guys a video. I was sitting here in front of my monitor and in front of my computer, and I was like, up, and I turned the volume all the way down, and I was like, what did you say, Christian Cage?
What?
Would you say, Ethan Page?
What?
You guys are fighting here live on Rampage?
What?
I can't hear you because I turned that shit off. I hate the worst use of Mark Henry. The worst use of Mark Henry. Did you not even
pay attention when Mark Henry debuted on the AEW? They think he was there to analyze.
Well, he was pretty anal about that.
Hey, Randy Orton told him to scoot his ass home.
He did.
Yeah, well.
Hey, thanks to Randy Orton. You know what? Fuck you, Randy Orton. If you would never punted Mark Henry, he wouldn't be in AEW right now.
Heel Randy Orton is a savage. All right.
Oh my God.
So anyway, we have Ethan Cage versus Christian Cage live here on Rampage in the face of the Revolution ladder match qualifier, and
And it wasn't Cody.
So that means we have Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, your boy. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass, Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, and Wardlow.
Powerhouse.
5 dudes already qualified for this.
I wanted 10 to be in there to continue.
So after a very heated Canadian versus Canadian match, the battle of
Ontario
versus Hamilton.
Hamilton, yeah, Hamilton's in Ontario. Shane, the battle of the Ontarians. Christian Cage comes out on top. Christian Cage is out celebrating, and here comes Jurassic Express. Now, I laugh at this for 2 reasons. Okay, well, let me backtrack. So when the match was over, Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks start walking down to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy's music plays.
Whoa!
Right,
and that's during Keith Lee's match, right?
That was Keith Lee's match earlier.
Yep.
So this starts the whole situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now during this match, Red Dragon comes out, and the Bucks come out, and they steal Jurassic Express titles for a minute. Luchasaurus snatches it back. Jungle Boy leaps on them, and then Chris Jericho lets Eddie Kingston know he's going to kick his ass on Sunday,
and
that's the way the show ends.
Man, that's how you hype up your pay-per-view right there.
This right here was a go-home show.
If I've ever seen one.
WWE.
Time for talking was over.
WWE, pay attention, because this was a go-home show.
What?
That made people want to go and buy the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know it was a go-home show? How do you know?
Because I was going to go home after it. I was like, all right, I'm going to go home. See you later.
Austin, did you know this was the go-home show? Well, yes, I did, bitch. Wow, you told me. God damn it.
It was like,
this is such good shit, pal.
Shit. So now to the fun part. I'm not defending the predictions championship.
So what you're saying is
but no, because I will be at BCW Worldwide. I can't watch the show.
Oh yeah, you can't. I am substituting.
The fuck you are.
Are you the interim? Are you the interim?
We're not doing an interim championship shit. You're losing my title, buddy.
We live in the same state, damn it.
I don't give a shit. We live in the same cities, probably. You're close to me. I still ain't letting you defend my championship.
You know what? Babla, cash in.
Hey, Shane, shut up. You're not defending my championship, okay? How about that? That's going to be at WrestleMania. I'll go ahead and defend it at WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble?
January.
Like the 29th?
The last week of January.
Yeah, the last, I think so.
And it's February.
So we're kind of looking at that 30
day.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I will defend that championship at fucking WrestleMania.
Is there that 30-day that 30-day defense clause in here?
Look at these fucking guys.
He's trying to follow.
You know, we had a crown jewel.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it then. Let's do it. I'll defend the championship. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Actually, we can't do it. No. Because Julian.
Wow.
You didn't make the predictions.
You're right. I'm making predictions. You are correct.
Correct.
So we're gonna go.
WrestleMania it is, my friend. WrestleMania it is. That's right.
Right.
So actually, I have until Sunday to make a card.
That is true.
That is true.
You have till Sunday.
We can't do our predictions without the card. So yeah. But see, the way our card formatted, and Julian knows, they're formatted with points. Points for how many super kicks, how many submissions, how many dives, how many fucking shenanigans. Like our scorecard is so intricate. Distraction. It's so intricate that we really can't do it right this minute. So you know what? It's okay. It's okay, Julian. Don't worry. WrestleMania, you'll get your shot.
Man, I feel like someone handcuffed me outside the ring. And
you know what, Johnny Autism? I'm thinking that we should probably do Impact Wrestling. We've been watching Impact Wrestling like lately. It's pretty fucking good.
Well, we just missed Double or Nothing or
no, Sacrifice is Saturday.
Oh, Sacrifice! Oh, yeah, that's right. The 5th.
Yeah.
They got a pay-per-view.
So yes, I think it's
Sacrifice
or No Surrender or something like that.
All right, so let's go for the main event. Let's start from the top to the bottom. AEW World Championship: Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole in the Battle of the Atoms. I guess someone's going to split these two.
Adam Cole versus the other Adam.
Cap Moss. Okay, so Mr. Jones, since you're the new guy on the block.
New guy.
Who do you choose?
Alrighty. Let's see here. Battle of the Atoms. They did this in Ring of Honor. They're doing it again. I can't remember who went over in Ring of Honor. I think it was Cole.
It was for the Ring of Honor World Championship. It was Cole.
Yeah. I think this is tough. I'll probably go with Page this time around, but if they do it again, I'm going with Cole next. But for this Sunday, I'm going with Adam Page.
Adam Page. Okay. And Mr. Chemical Julian. Are you going with Matt Moss?
Somehow Matt Moss is into the match.
If he was in the match, hands down.
You going with Heath Slater?
oh man! Woo. If Heath Slater was in the match, the one man rock band will come out.
He got kids.
Hey, he's going out for the Impact title.
Hey, Brock Lesnar said, "I don't give a fuck about your kids."
Dude, that was one of the funniest things I'd seen at that time. That was the
best, dude. Oh man! All right,
they should continue on with that feud. Man,
anyway,
I would love it.
Who you picking?
Who you picking, sir?
Oh, Cowboy shit.
That's two for Cowboy shit. Shane Husky.
Cowboy shit.
You know what? I'm gonna go for the Adam Cole the Babies.
Wow. So we got 3 Adam Pages to 1 Adam Cole baby.
Wow.
Okay. So Shane lost that one. I don't think they're going to take the belt off Adam Cole at all for this time.
Adam Page.
Hey,
Adam Page, yes.
It's AEW. They can switch.
But you know what? You're right. Adam Cole could win that championship. AEW Women's World Championship. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus my girl Thunder Rosa.
If she's not injured.
If she's not injured.
Oh, she hasn't texted back either. So, but it is 9:30 our time, so it's like 11:30 her time, or 10:30 her time, something like that.
Yeah, it's like 12.
She's in Texas, so it's like 10:30. Okay, Shane. So we'll let you start.
Me start. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Britt is gonna retain.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Interesting take.
I'm gonna go with Shane and say Britt's gonna retain with a caveat.
Right.
With a caveat.
Oh. Okay, let's hear it.
No. I'll explain after everyone gets their vote in. So, okay. Mr. Jones.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Thunder. I'm gonna go Thunder Rosa.
Okay, Thunder Rosa. So it's 2 for Britt, 1 for Thunder. Julian.
Yeah, DMD retains. I hate to go 50-50 booking here, but Thunder Rosa did win this past week on Dynamite.
Yes.
And we've had this conversation, I don't know how many times, but I do believe that DMD, one of the pillars of AEW, will retain her title and cruise on out.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys why I think that Thunder Rosa is losing on Sunday.
She's going to be mad at you.
Because in 2 weeks, AEW has another major television show in Texas.
Same week as Mania?
Thunder Rosa will win the AEW Women's Championship in her home state in front of her home people. I'm willing to put good Shane Husky money on that.
Why my money?
Because you don't want to buy a PS4 shit. You got cheese.
Always
yeah. PS4.
I'm just saying.
Right here.
I'm just saying. I think that they're gonna say that Thunder Rosa win, for when she's back in Texas. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be a huge event.
I this is just me, but I think she wins it at Revolution. And the reason I think that is because even if like with this show in Texas, I think they'll do like a celebration thing in Texas. Be like, hey,
I thought that.
Look at your woman. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know, but that's just me.
Well, I mean, this big show is happening in Texas, and it's happening like
big show.
It's the AEW Shamrock Slam or whatever it is. The show
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, the St. Patrick's Day. I'm trying to think what they called it last year.
Shamrock Slam. I think you're right on that.
Shamrock Slam, but that's happening in Garland, Texas, or San Antonio, or something like that. And so, I mean, I would have her win the championship at home, and that would be and for me, that will be the main event. And if you think about it, it's 1 year to the day that they had their lights out match.
Oh man, that was great.
Oh, really?
So can you imagine? Tony Khan doesn't do shit like frivolously. He don't just throw shake a swallow and hopes to stick. He's not WWE creative. He thinks about this shit.
That's true. That is very true.
So how are you going to draw the biggest AEW Dynamite rating in the state of Texas during WrestleMania season? Like, think about this.
That's a
in
fair
Texas.
Point. That's a fair point.
You're going to have a home girl, homegrown
shopping network,
homegrown athlete who's like a pillar in the city. Like, she does so much community work, and like, she's a star.
Mm-hmm.
And to have her win the championship in her home state. Remember, they did Nyla Rose winning the AEW Women's Championship in Washington, D.C.
That is very true.
Where's she from? Hangman Adam Page won the AEW Championship, and then he had a Texas death match. Where?
In Virginia.
Where is he from? He's from the VA. I'm just saying, bro.
West Virginia.
I'm just saying. As a booker, I know how to make money.
It's a fair point.
Just
fair point.
AEW World Tag Team Championship: Jurassic Express versus Red Dragon versus the Young Bucks. I'm going to start out by saying, and I'm a Jurassic Express win.
Yeah.
You saying they retain?
Yes.
I'm saying Jurassic Express retains, and I'm going to say they're retaining because they're only 2 months into their championship reign.
They've
been defending the title on Dark and Dark Elevation and all that shit like that, and they've been defending the title on Rampage. But here's the thing: Red Dragon and the Bucks they don't need belts to feud with each other. Right now, they're a hot feud. And if you listen, I was on the
Brony's podcast.
I was on the call. I was on the
media call?
The media call. And if you listened, Tony Khan said, someone asked about the trios titles.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan said, I want to wait for Kenny Omega to come back to bring those trios titles out. I want you to think about this for a second.
That would be a good match too.
The Bucks and Kenny Omega as AEW Trios champions versus Adam Cole and Red Dragon versus
what are they calling them now? The Undisputed Originals or something like that?
Yeah, Undisputed Originals. So the Undisputed Originals versus Red Dragon, versus the Young Bucks and versus the Elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you really want to get crazy, let's say Jurassic Express loses the fucking AEW tag team belts. Now you got another trios team. You got
true.
You got the House of Black, another trios team.
Oh man.
You got Pentagon, Phoenix, and you got the Death Triangle, another trios team. And I have another trios team that I'm going to talk about in a minute, but I have to wait till after we talk about a certain match. So let's go to the AEW TBS. Oh, I'm sorry. Who do you guys think is going to win?
I'm saying Jungle Express retain.
Shane?
Yeah, same here. They got to keep their titles.
Jurassic Express will retain
so
their
we're
tag
all
team
in.
championship.
100%.
Jay Cargill, AEW TBS Championship versus Ty Conti. Jay Cargill is going to win.
Yeah, 100%.
Jay Cargill.
Anybody got time for that karate shit?
Nobody got time for that karate shit. Okay, so let me talk about Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose's Twitter game is on point, bro.
It's so good. I love her. I love her so much.
Picture of
Nyla Rose is great.
Of Jay Cargill on the ground and Ty Conti's foot like she's kicking her, and fucking in the middle of the picture was Mr. Miyagi.
I love her so much, dude. She's so funny.
And the thing said, "That's karate, bitch." I was like,
Mr.
damn.
Miyagi, why? No,
She
It's
is.
so good.
Oh man, look, man. Say what you will about fucking Nyla Rose, but she is on point, bro.
I love her so much.
messed up
She's so
and
funny.
At the same time.
Now, John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. This is a match that I'm going to tell you right now. I am up. I think it's going to go to a draw.
You think so?
I think it's going to go to a draw for two reasons.
What are the rules?
Everyone says that Moxley's going to win, right? I think it's going to go to a draw for two reasons. One, Bryan Danielson doesn't need to lose another match. Like, he doesn't need to lose in the match, right? But a lot of people are saying that Danielson's going to win, and then people are saying Moxley's going to win. I think that
this is a tie.
I think that
right
Garcia and 2.0 are going to come out and attack them.
Oh my god!
Really?
This is what you get for trying to take her son away. How dare
But
you?
I think that they're going to beat the shit out of each other so much.
Yep.
To where they're like down, they're beat up, and then 2.0 and Garcia are going to come out there
And then the people that
and they're going to team up and they're going to form their faction,
Bloody them,
and they're going to beat the shit out of those guys because they've already bled together. And I think
Correct.
that's the bond that's going to put them together. And that's how it's going to be. You know, I mean, there could be a double turn down the line. One of those guys will turn on the other, and we'll have a match at fucking All In or All Out, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that that's the way to go. Because can you imagine Moxley and Danielson together?
That's
Dude,
that's just a crazy thought in general.
And to hear
exactly.
their theme song as a mashup, born Wild for Greatness. Like
I mean, look, it's crazy those two fighting, but it's crazier to have them two together.
Yeah.
And Bryan Danielson, I'm sorry, he wants to go to New Japan. Who's the former IWGP US champion?
Okay.
John Moxley.
Can you imagine sending those guys over to Japan as a tag team?
Oh my god,
dude, they will fucking murder IWGP tag team champions.
They can tear the house down.
Yeah, exactly. So, Julian, who do you think's going over?
Bloody match.
For sure.
I believe. John Moxley will not submit, but he will pass out.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes. WrestleMania 13 all over again.
Okay, Shane.
I'm gonna go with Bryan Danielson.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jones.
I'm gonna go with Mox because he didn't see that Danielson saved him from Garcia's chair shot.
Mm-hmm.
For one. So they're definitely, of course, they're having the match. It's going to be absolutely just bloody and brutal and just great in every sense of the word. But I think that not Danielson. I think Moxley goes over. They do the whole group with Garcia and Yuta and whoever else they choose. It's going to be great. This is going to be a really good match.
Match of the night, possibly.
Match of the year contender.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, but every match that fucking Bryan Danielson has is a match of the year contender.
So. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Shit. The whole match of the year voting is just gonna be Bryan Danielson versus
just whoever.
Yeah. Either way, he's gonna fucking win. Yeah. But like I mean, you guys know why I feel on that. Now here's a match that everyone talks about 50-50 booking, but AEW doesn't fall back on the 50-50 booking. CM Punk versus MJF. This is gonna be the match of the night. and it's going to be the bloodiest match of the night. I say CM Punk wins, but I'm going to say CM Punk wins because CM Punk's going to go back to that ROH CM Punk.
So the reason why CM Punk wins is,
I mean, even in his promo, he said it.
This is not 50-50 booking. This will be 30. This will be 66-30 booking.
33rd and the third.
Yeah, 33rd and the third. Because he's already lost 2
matches. 33rd and the third, subtract 2, add 5, plus 6, then subtract by 4, and divide by 16.
And add into that the amount of blood that he lost.
He's been beaten, bloody, and battered.
Yes.
This is a villain origin story come to life. This is the Batman. This is the Riddler. And if you didn't see the movie, I'm not going to spoil who else is in that. But yeah.
Julian.
Yeah, I ain't going to do the spoiler gimmick. But the point I just think that CM Punk this is going to be the best match CM Punk's had since he's been back.
I 100% agree with that. Yeah.
Julian.
Already said.
Shane.
This is another hard one, but I kind of want MJF to win just so that he can continue to gloat. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with MJF because I want him to gloat even more.
I can kind of see MJF asking for the ring, or asking for Wardlow to come down and help, or maybe the accountability buddy, fucking Sean Spears comes down with the chair, and we get the big Wardlow turn.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
I think Wardlow stops Sean from hitting him with the chair, and that sets up CM Punk with the Pepsi plunge or the Anaconda Vice or some shit.
Anaconda.
I think they need to pull the trigger on the Wardlow turn soon, because it's kind of getting a little bit drawn out, just a little bit.
It's getting there.
But I think they do it at Revolution for one. I think Punk wins, but I also think that this will be probably the most put over MJF has ever been, even with with Jericho. This is the most that has helped him in a very long time. So
yeah, there's no losers here.
Yeah, there's no even if he does lose the match, he's definitely going on further beyond this. So but I think Punk wins and Wardlow turns.
Yeah, I see that. Now to a match that no one. I mean, we were talking about earlier, and this is going to lead into my next. This is going to lead into what I was talking about earlier. Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston. I look for Eddie Kingston to win this match.
It's gonna be good.
He needs to win this match, and Eddie Kingston's been putting everybody over in matches that he needs to win.
Yep,
he needs this match.
Yeah, he does.
So I think Eddie Kingston wins the match. Jericho goes to shake his hand, or Kingston stands up and he's gloating, mocking, and Jericho's like, "Ha, fuck you." Maybe Jericho hits him with the bat, not shake his hand. But I think Eddie Kingston wins the match. What do you think, Julian?
What have we been saying week after week about Chris Jericho? He's in these matches to get himself over.
Pretty much.
We want to see Chris Jericho lose, and that's why we're going to tune in and watch this match.
Yeah, because quite honestly, Jericho's bulletproof. Like his legacy is already secure and it's cemented.
Yeah.
He doesn't need this win.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
So Eddie Kingston, he's got to get the W in this one. There's no reason why he shouldn't.
Yeah, I completely agree. If Eddie Kingston does not win on Sunday,
there's something wrong.
There's something wrong. And I think if he doesn't win on Sunday, I think Chris Jericho 100% needs to leave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's done.
Yeah.
It's done, dude. If Jericho wins, there's no reasoning for Jericho to win.
No,
I agree to that.
None at all.
Okay, and so Shane, you agree with this?
Yeah, but with sort of the help of Santana and Ortiz.
Okay, now here's my caveat from earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Santana and Ortiz did the whole. They walked up to Jericho.
The fist bump thing, yeah.
The light, little cheesy little fist bump. They're like, "We good?" And he's like, Jericho's like, "We good?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're good." Right?
Mm-hmm.
They are going to turn on Jericho.
Yes, they are.
And they're going to team with Eddie Kingston.
Yes.
And it's going to be LAX 5150, whatever they want to call themselves again. Right? That's another trios team for these trios titles. They've been
bring in Homicide.
Yeah, no, my boy Homicide ain't trying to come here. Me and Homicide have had conversations about this. He's the AWA guy right now. I see this happening. I see it happening, and that was the caveat from earlier. They're probably the guys that are going to win the 6-man tag team belts right away.
You think so?
I think so, because the tag team championship should have been given to fucking Santana Ortiz months ago.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Those guys are fucking amazing.
Champion when they were the originals of AEW.
Do you think that with Tony getting Ring of Honor, do you think that they bring in Shane Taylor Promotions?
You know what? That's a good question. Maybe I should text Shane and ask him.
We should have Shane Taylor on
AEW. I would hope not.
I hope Ring of Honor stays Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Yes, me too.
I mean, they've already got like several TV tapings already lined up. Like we were talking to Kerry yesterday. We heard Kerry Silken, the founder of Ring of Honor, on the podcast yesterday.
I caught the tail end of that. It was really good.
And yeah, Kerry's a good guy.
He's a cool dude.
I think that they need to leave Ring of Honor. Tony needs to do like I've been saying for the longest. Cody Rhodes is going to run Ring of Honor.
Forget about it.
We already talked about the conversation. Cassidy Haynes, the Jefe here by SM.net, already broke the story about Cody. The conversation, the contract negotiations fizzled with the WWE. Dude, Cody wants to be a booker. Cody wants to run a wrestling organization. Cody wants creative control. Give Cody Ring of Honor.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's primed and ready for him.
Right there,
just to take it.
Cody Ring of Honor World Championships. I mean, dude, we talked about this on the son of a bitch. Tony Khan, why are you listening to our podcast and not giving us credit?
Son of a bitch.
Forget about it.
Didn't we say this shit months ago when Ring of Honor shut down? We were like, dude, all Tony Khan gotta do is buy the company. He'll get the library. Let Cody run that shit. That'd be the Codyverse. I remember saying that when Ring of Honor shut down. God damn it, Tony Khan. Can I get some of that Khan coin?
Away we go.
Damn
well,
it.
then people on Twitter will actually be calling this, man, this is paid by Khan.
I will be a shield. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Give me my money. That's all I care about.
Forget about it. I'll give you your money.
Yeah. So we got money. Exactly. So we got the match that everyone's actually coming to Revolution to watch. The face of the Revolution ladder match.
Oh,
we got
man.
Keith Lee, Orange Cassidy, your boy Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Wardlow, Christian Cage. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people.
And few of them.
But wasn't it supposed to be a Joker?
I believe there was supposed to be a 7th.
Cody comes out the fucking tunnel.
You think so?
People think it's going to be Swerve. I don't think Swerve is going to debut here. Swerve's going to debut on like a Dynamite.
Joaquin Phoenix, Joker?
I think I don't think it's going to be Cody. I don't think it's going to be Swerve. I don't know when Jeff Hardy's 90 days is up.
No, it won't be Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy won't probably show up until like Rampage.
Maybe
if he's not being sued by the WWE for contract negotiation violation.
That's also true. I don't know who it's going to be, but I don't think it's going to be Cody or Swerve. But I don't know who it's going to be.
I wish Brandy came down to the ring and just. I was like, "Oh shit, it's Brandy! It's the shot of Brandy."
No, but I think Cody's gonna 100% gonna run Ring of Honor. If not him, maybe Regal.
I hope that's it.
And then if not him, maybe Joe. I don't know.
Because see, here's the thing. Cody is still in charge of AEW community outreach.
Wow.
Really?
Cody
did not
is
know that.
Cody, dude. It's the fucking Twitter. Go on Twitter. Look at AEW community outreach. It's at Cody Rhodes.
Leave the man alone. He's trying to retire.
It's at Cody Rhodes.
Cody
Man.
Rhodes,
Exactly.
And look. Here's the thing too. If I'm leaving, let's say I just leave BodySlam.net.
No,
Right?
please don't.
I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm gonna go work at joeschmo.com, right? So while I'm signing my deal with joeschmo.com, am I gonna be retweeting everything that BodySlam.net tweets out?
I mean, you could.
Am I gonna be like not only retweeting it, but like not only retweeting it, but am I going to like comment on it and shit like that? Dude, Cody has been all of a sudden there's a show in Detroit and Brandy is fucking blowing it up. She's retweeting the fuck out of that show.
Yeah, I did see that.
So, and Cody, same thing. So here's my thing. If I'm not going to work for your company anymore, why the fuck am I going to keep supporting it?
Exactly.
Good point. It's a good point.
It's like, bro, I work at McDonald's, but I'm going to get a job at Carl's Jr. Here, let me pop up. Let me go ahead and promote Taco Bell. How does that make any fucking sense?
Yeah, it's a good point.
So that's what I'm saying. Cody, and when AEW posted that, when Tony Khan posted that he bought Ring of Honor, Cody liked the tweet.
Of course he did.
Well, there you go. I mean, there's your confirmation right there, probably, right?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm speculating here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not saying that Cody Rhodes to Ring of Honor confirmed. I'm not doing that. What I am saying is Cody ain't going to WWE.
Yeah.
No reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason to.
So we're going to go ahead and do the Face of the Revolution ladder match. I say, I'm not going to say Keith Lee. As much as I want to say Keith Lee, I'm damn sure not going to be Powerhouse Hobbs.
It's the most obvious.
I want it to be Wardlow.
Okay.
I want it to be Wardlow. I really want it to be Wardlow. But for some sick and twisted reason, I think it's going to be Christian Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the one with all the experience in ladder matches.
Yeah.
It's sure as fucking going to be Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be Orange Cassidy.
But
he's gonna do the
I'm gonna go
drop off the ladder.
I'm gonna go with Wardlow though, just because that's the safe bet. If my prediction championship was online, I would be like Wardlow. Wardlow.
I'm gonna go with
Keith
Lee.
Moss.
I'm gonna go with Keith Lee.
Would be everyone thinks Keith Lee is gonna win, but that's the reason why he's not gonna win.
Correct.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna go with Keith Lee though.
This is third match of the company.
So we got in the match. We got Keith Lee. We got Wardlow. We got Christian Cage.
Powerhouse Hobbs. Ricky Starks. Orange Cassidy. And then a seventh.
Mystery.
Cesaro.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio.
And I think he shows up for the simple fact that the moment they mentioned that he was no longer a part of WWE, fucking Eddie Kingston was like, he ain't got the balls to come here.
Do they have
I don't know why I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't even think about that. You just gave me chills when you said that.
I'm just saying, man. I see shit. I see shit. Not just because I'm the only actual wrestler on this panel, but because I've been around for 29 long years, nearly 30 years, and something that Julian said yesterday on our podcast, there's nothing new under the sun.
Correct.
Yeah.
This right here is a tale of a old storyline. So real quick before I get out of here, I gotta go to a meeting. The AHFO, Andrade El Idolo, Isaiah Cassidy, and Matt Hardy versus Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Stern in a tornado tag match.
And it's gonna be the team of Hot Topic winning.
Hot Topic wins.
Darby
Get your 20% discount when you buy 3 shirts.
Yeah. Everyone has Darby Allin, Guevara, and Sting winning, but after tonight's issue between Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara, I don't think Sting's gonna hold that team together.
No, I don't think so either. I think the AHFO or whatever they're called. I don't know. Andrade and the rest of them.
I think the Andrade Hardy family office might win.
With the introduction of a third office member, another Hardy.
Yeah.
Old Jeff.
Honestly, let me put you this way: Darby Allin, Sting, and Guevara are going to win the match. That's going to force Matt Hardy to be like, "Fuck you, I'm out."
Yeah. It's pretty much.
And in 2 weeks, it'll be the return of the Hardy Boys. And if you go on Matt Hardy's page, he's already posting pictures of him and Jeff, like in a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that right there tells you already fucked up. Like, you should not have been online posting a photo shoot.
No.
So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege to join you on this Friday for AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage and SmackDown review.
Tristan, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Tell the fans where they can find you every week.
You can find me over on Twitter at Center Jones. You can find me on Instagram at TSJ1667, I believe. And you can find me on Twitch at Tristan Jones 116. And that's about it.
Go like and click and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Shane Husky, where can they find you at, my man?
Oh man, you can also find me on the Twitch of Husky_518, which WWE 2K22 will be coming out pretty soon, and I am excited. I'm gonna be doing my GMO with friends, and I'm hoping that when one day Chemical Julian and Babbler will be the guests of the first episode for the My GM series.
Let's go. Let's go. You know me, I support, baby. I always support.
Yeah.
I'll be up in the chats talking mad shit. Julian.
Twitter and Instagram. That's where I am. That's all you get.
Oh no, Julian. No, Julian. We gotta let these people know things, man. We can't just be like Julian on Twitter and Instagram. They know where they find you, man. They know where you are. They know your name is always in the mix. But what can they watch this on TV? That's what I want to know.
3MB? Oh, sorry. Hey, look. 3 times a week.
How many times?
3 times a week.
Wow.
If you get tired of watching YouTube,
what?
You get tired of Instagram, you get tired of Twitter.
What? Never.
Shut the laptop. Turn on the video scope. And you can tune in if you're in the Portland, Oregon area. And on Mondays at 10 p.m. on Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV, you can see us. If you want a double dose of goodness, tune in on Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 23 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. And if you really need some more, you need that triple-decker super stack BLT of love, of wrestling knowledge. Tune in on Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 11 Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
Man, we just doing the most, man. You can also find us on Amazon, Google Podcasts, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and all the major podcasts, man.
MySpace.
Look, whoa.
Hang on.
Trying to find me on Friendster? What the hell?
Tinder, all of that. We're on.
See, Shane's on Tinder. He's on Twitch. Shane's on farmersonly.com. He's on you can find him on OnlyFans at Husky518.
Adult Friend Finder?
No, Adult Friend Finder. You can see his videos on black.com.
Oh my Lord.
I'm just saying there's no videos of that. No.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Man. Look what you
got yourself give her that secret benefits profile yet.
No.
Hey, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we go ahead and we talk to you about becoming slamtastic.
Tell me how you become slamtastic.
Well, you can donate to bodyslam.net to help keep the website going.
Oh my God.
So we can give you a wide variety. That's it, wide, ladies and gentlemen, of entertainment a variety of pro wrestling and MMA related content simply by going to www.slamchats.com. That is
Same one more time.
www.slamchats.com. You can watch 3 Big Beef Meaty Men meet live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast for your boy Tristan, for Shane, and that man on the right. That's right, Mr. Chemical Julian. I've been your boy, The Franchise, and we'll see ya when we see ya.